Why crypto will get absolutely smoked with the next market crash. I have all the details and what you need to know, including the amazing opportunity right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Alright, now don't get me wrong, I completely understand there are a lot of very dedicated crypto investors. In fact, I really enjoy crypto myself. However, at the same time, we need to be realistic about the current situation, what is actually going on, and why crypto is likely going to get absolutely whacked even more than it already has with the next market crash. So in this video, I do want to talk through all those details with you, and I want to point out a few things that you should be aware of going forward when it comes down to crypto, stocks, real estate, inflation, and of course, interest rates. These are the 5 different pillars that I'm looking at, and I want you to look at these as well because these are going to indicate when a bottom is going to be put into the market and of course, the amazing opportunities that will be presented to us in all of these markets. Crypto, stocks, real estate, all of these markets will be presenting an amazing buying opportunity, but it is not here yet. The bottom is not put in. In fact, it is probably a long ways away, and we are probably in for a massive, massive crash. But during that time, I want you to do all of your research now and be aware of what you need to be looking for, so when that opportunity presents itself on an amazing silver platter, you can come out and present that opportunity and of course take advantage of it. So let's get into it and discuss all these details. However, really fast before we do, if you like this type of content and you want to stay updated with everything going on in regards to crypto, stocks, real estate, money, or anything else going on right now, please make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. I'm watching all this stuff very, very closely, and I love talking about it right here in these videos because I want to help you point out some of these situations and what is going on and how you can capitalize on some of these great opportunities that will be presented as well as what are currently being presented right now. All right, thanks again. Make sure to subscribe down below. Let's jump into it and talk about crypto and of course the big whacking that is going to be coming here. So again, I don't want to sit here and talk about crypto in a bad way because here's the thing. I really like crypto. In fact, I love crypto, just like many of you probably right here in this video. Seriously, let's be real. We love crypto, right? But here's the thing. We got to be real with what is actually going on right now. This market and everything going on right now is all being pegged off of a few different factors. Number one, inflation and of course, interest rates. Now you might be wondering, how is all of this playing into cryptocurrencies and why do we really care? Crypto is so unrelated to inflation and of course, interest rates. You would think so, but at the same time, let's talk through the details about this. And of course, we also want to talk through the details of stocks and of course, real estate, because all 5 of these are very highly correlated. Here's what it comes down to. By all means, crypto is by far the most speculative market out there, right? Again, here's the thing. It is very volatile. Crypto is very speculative, and it's even more speculative than stocks and obviously way more speculative than real estate, right? So here's the thing. Now stick with me through this because I'm going to talk through a bunch of details and why I believe that crypto will get whacked absolutely really, really hard coming up here with the next market crash, but at the same time presenting an incredible opportunity to get into this thing. Here's what it comes down to. We all know about the inflation situation that is currently going on right now, right? If you haven't experienced the inflation, then you're probably considered one of the lucky ones because realistically, this inflation is costing everybody a ton of extra money right now. Well, as a result of that, this is also causing prices to go up on virtually everything, and it's also causing the Federal Reserve to come in and aggressively raise interest rates because they're trying to tame down all of this inflation. Is it going to work? Well, that's anybody's guess at this point. In my opinion, they're using the wrong tools for the job. But again, we'll leave that up to the Fed, and then we'll just take advantage of the opportunities that they present to us as they are taking action with their policies. However, with that being said, as they continue to come in and raise interest rates, what they're also doing is they're trying to tame down this inflation. But at the same time, they're also manufacturing a pretty nice crash across many of these different asset classes. So as these crashes start to come in, I want to point out a few different things here. As the Federal Reserve continues to raise interest rates, they're causing the borrowing they're raising the cost of borrowing money, right? So as they raise interest rates, that just means it costs us, the consumer, more on all that money that we have borrowed. Maybe we're folding balances on credit cards. Maybe we have auto loans, or we're getting new mortgages. We're refinancing. Maybe we have personal loans or lines of credit or whatever it happens to be. All of these interest rates continue to get jacked up. Well, as a result of that, money is very tight right now. In fact, I've been reading a lot of reports about this, and the reports continue to come out right now showing massive percentages of our population in the United States that are living paycheck to paycheck. Therefore, money is very tight. People simply don't have the money. There's a bunch of foreclosures that are coming in. Rents are delinquent at record rates that we've seen for a very long time. There's a lot of different things. In fact, credit card balances are at the highest point that we've ever seen in history. Is this painting a pretty clear picture now? People simply do not have money. So here's what it all comes down to. When people get into a situation where we need money, where do we go to liquidate a position? Do we go into it and sell our house so we can get money out of the equity of our home? Probably not. Some people might, but the vast majority of people are not going to because they still need a place to live. Do they go into the stock market and liquidate stocks? Yep, they sure do. So this is one thing that people do is they go into the stock market, they liquidate positions to get cash, right? They get liquidation and they get cash because of those positions, and they take that cash to pay their mortgages, their credit card bills, their auto loans, their student loans, anything like this. They need to get cash quickly. Going into a house and the equity of a house is not the fastest way to do it. The fastest way to do it is by liquidating stock positions. However, what about the people that have not only stock positions, but what about the people that have crypto positions? Do they go into their stocks or their crypto and liquidate first? Most people go into their crypto and liquidate that first before stocks. Now, here's a couple of reasons why. And again, if you're a big crypto person, you probably heard this a million times, and I know that I have. Crypto is backed up by nothing. Okay, fine, thanks for the opinion, but the fact of the matter is that is true. Crypto is backed up by virtually nothing. It's backed up by basically the speculation that prices will continue to come in and go higher and higher based on supply and demand. Okay, cool, right? That's where you get to make money, is when you buy low and people drive it up because of more demand, and ultimately price appreciation. There you go, you just made a whole bunch of money, right? Super easy. So anyway, when it comes down to it, crypto is likely going to be liquidated way more quickly than stocks. For those people who have the decision to make, hey, should I liquidate my crypto or should I liquidate my stocks? Well, here's the thing. In some instances, people are in stock positions that maybe pay dividends, or just the simple, mindset where people go into and say, I don't want to liquidate my stocks because this is backed up by a great company. I got a great entry price. I'm into it really good. I'm in the green here. I'm making some pretty good money, and I want to keep that position because it's doing really well. I got a really good entry, and it's backed up by this great company that I believe in. And then they may go to their crypto portfolio and think, this isn't really backed up by anything. I'm losing money hand over fist here. I'm not really sure what to do. Let's liquidate, right? So when it comes down to crypto versus stocks, people are way more willing to liquidate their crypto positions versus their stock positions when it comes down to liquidation and to get access to cash. So as a result of that, crypto by far is likely going to get hit even harder. In fact, crypto's already been hit significantly. If you watch the crypto market as closely as I do, which if you're watching this video, I would anticipate you probably watch the crypto market pretty closely. You can already know by now, crypto's down significantly, right? Depending on which coins and things you're looking at, you could be looking at anywhere between 60, 70, 80, 90%, or even more in some instances. It's down a lot, but realistically, more is likely to come. As a result of that, when we see the next big leg down in the financial markets, mostly pegged by the stock market, we're likely going to see another massive surge lower in crypto prices because, again, people are liquidating positions just like what they do in the stock market, right? Liquidating positions and grabbing cash instead. So crypto will likely be by far the most significantly hit as a result of this next big leg down in the crypto market and, of course, all asset classes that we continue to watch, right? So crypto will by far be going down the most, but it's also going to present an amazing opportunity to buy some of your favorite coins very, very low, right? So just be aware of that. However, as you continue to watch the crypto market kind of plummet, also watch at the same time the stock market, because the stock market is likely going to be the one who indicates the bottom, when the bottom is going to be put in. One more quick side note. The bottom will likely be put into a market, all of these markets simultaneously, when the Fed comes out and says, hey, just kidding about all of this raising of interest rates and quantitative tightening. Yeah, just kidding about that. We're actually going to start cutting now. When they start cutting and when they start quantitative easing once again, it's game on. Seriously, you got to be on your game because it is game on when they start to say that. Things are going to reverse very, very fast. Capitulation will likely be over, and that'll likely be the bottom of the market. If not, it'll be very, very close to the bottom, okay? So pay attention to the Fed and what they're doing. So these are a few factors that I want you to pay attention to. The stock market will likely peg the bottom. When the stock market pegs the bottom, most likely indicated by the Federal Reserve and their policies, it's then game on for stocks. It's then game on for crypto. It's then game on for virtually everything else. Probably not real estate quite yet, because the real estate market will still have very high interest rates for mortgages, and a lot of people probably won't be all that interested in getting in quite yet, and there still might be some supply on the market, but ultimately prices might hang around in the real estate market kind of at the same level for quite a while, and they might not drive all that much higher simply because a lack of demand coming into the market because of still elevated, very high interest rates on mortgages, right? It's basically just a function of supply and demand. That's all it is in any given market. How much demand is there in the market? How much supply is there in the market? And that's going to indicate where prices are and where prices will be going in the future. More demand equals higher prices. Less supply and more demand equals higher prices very fast, right? So you just got to watch all this stuff closely. Anyway, when it comes down to it, remember, when people go somewhere to liquidate positions and they need cash fast, they go into the stock market or they go into the crypto market. Right now, it is most likely the crypto market where that cash is being raised to pay the bills. People got to get cash to pay the bills. In most instances yet, you can't really pay the bills with crypto. In some instances you can, but for most cases, you can't really pay the bills quite yet with crypto. Don't get me wrong. I still 100% believe that all the green stuff that we carry around in our pockets will be gone sooner than later, and we will be moving 100% to a digital world where all of our money will be 100% digital, as in, a Fed coin, CBDC, central bank digital currency. It's all essentially the same thing, but crypto, by all means, is still very much here and alive, and it will be for many more years to come. I don't think it's going anywhere, except for down for the short term, but ultimately that's just going to be an amazing opportunity to jump in, buy some great opportunities in the crypto market, as well as stocks, things like this, and ultimately ride that thing significantly higher. But the bottoms are not put into these markets yet. By all means, there is another big leg coming, and when that next big leg comes down, watch for the capitulation. And again, I'll keep you posted on all of that. I'll be right here for you, walking you through the process, and when I see capitulation, don't worry, I'll be right here for you, laying it all out for you, letting you know what to know about and where the opportunity is coming in. But the fact of the matter is, crypto, it's not over yet. Even though it looks kind of promising now, like, prices are trending a little bit higher, things are looking good. Yeah, don't fall for that one, right? All it is simply a bear market rally. Bear market rallies are usually slow and methodical, and then all of a sudden the rug gets pulled out and whack, there it goes again, right? Straight down. So please be aware of this. Anyway, I want you to better understand why crypto is likely going to get absolutely whacked going forward in the next market move. And the reason for that is simply raising of cash. People are more likely to liquidate crypto positions versus stocks. But don't get me wrong, stocks are also going to get whacked too, just not nearly as bad as crypto. But this is all going to be presenting an incredible opportunity to buy low and ultimately sell high at some point in the future, or maybe never sell and just sit on all your gains. Either way, that's for you to decide in your portfolio, your investment strategy. But either way, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe down below. I'll keep you posted with everything going on. And again, keep an eye on the Fed. What are they doing with inflation? What are they doing with interest rates? What is going on? How is the current economy doing? And do people need to continue raising cash to pay for all the bills? If so, the markets will likely continue to go lower because they need to get that money from somewhere, because the jobs are not paying enough these days. That's why. Cash has got to come from somewhere, and people can only float balances for so long until they need to pay them down. Remember that. Where's the cash coming from? It's coming out of the markets. When all this stuff reverses, then it's time, right? So anyway, hope this one helps you out. Again, please make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below. I'll keep you posted with whatever details that I find on all this. And of course, any opportunities that I see presented, of course, I'll be right here for you, letting you know, and I'll probably be pushing the buy button right alongside you. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe down below, share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy, stay safe out there, watch your portfolio, and I'll catch you again later.